Boys, shake hands and come out fighting. May the best man win.
Whiskey Park, Chicago, 1937. James J. Braddock making the first defence of his heavyweight title against Joe Louis. And you may remember that Braddock had beaten Maxie Baer for the championship on points over 15 rounds. Maxie Baer, of course, knocked out in 4 by Joe Louis, which on paper, of course, makes him a favourite here to beat Braddock. But paper records don't tell the full story. Nice left hand again, that trademark punch from Joe Louis. Braddock comes into the ring at the age of 32, 45 wins, 23 defeats. But as I say, the reigning heavyweight champion. Joe Louis, just 23 years of age, 34 wins, 2 losses, 30 wins by way of knockout. And looking to lift the heavyweight title. Recognised by the New York State Athletic Commission and the National Boxing Association only. Oh, crunching right there, I think, for Braddock. And Joe Louis on very wobbly legs here, hit the floor. Braddock tore after him, no mandatory 8 count. No standing 8 count. When you're on your feet, you carry on. So Braddock then, on the verge here surely of an upset win. And Louis was very, very rubbery. And there's the bell to end a cracking first round for Braddock. So here's that knockdown again. Louis went tearing forward. And somehow, James J. Braddock found a way through with the right hand. Big miss there from Louis. And that was the follow-up. In fact, it was more of an uppercut than a cross. Nevertheless, it did the damage. And as you saw, Louis up on his feet, the referee said, box on. Braddock tore after him. It's about 8 we go then. And Joe Louis didn't have a fantastic 7th, he had a cracking 6th. That trademark left hand of Louis has been somewhat absent for the last few rounds, as indeed is that crunching right hand of his. So he needs to re-establish himself now. One of those fighters, as I say, who, you know, if you want to really turn it up, he'll box at his own pace. He won't get involved with you if you can help it. Oh, lovely left hook there from Louis, very quick. Oh, a lovely right hand. Well, Braddock on the floor now. Round 8. He wilted to the canvas.
5, 6.
Will he beat the count? No, he won't.
9, 10.
So, fantastic knockout win then for Joe Louis. And we'll watch that again through the slow motion lens now. It was a thumping right hand that caught Braddock. Smack on the chin. Of course, by this time, Braddock had probably realised he couldn't beat Joe Louis. He certainly couldn't outbox him, couldn't outpunch him. But of course, did have his moments, especially in round 1, when an upset was on the cards. But all of a sudden, Louis uncorked a terrific right hand on the button. And unfortunately for James J. Braddock, his fight and his night were over. As you see, he wilted in slow motion to the canvas. That's a sign of pain. And as I'm sure you remember, he failed to beat the referee's count, and Tommy Thomas did indeed get to the 10-point. And Joe Louis is the champion. So, as far as the New York State Athletic Commission and the NBA are concerned, Joe Louis was indeed recognised as the heavyweight champion of the world with that